Well, I thought defensively our guys came out with the right attitude and played with some energy, got after it. I thought offensively we didn't match that, and that was a little bit disappointing. Yesterday we had a really spirited scrimmage. I don't know if that had something to do with it. Our guys, did 11 practices in a row, may need a break, but that's no excuse. One side of the ball got it done, the other didn't, and so we'll address that this afternoon in our meetings.
That kind of been the theme, as the defense kind of stepped up so far in fall camp over the offense?
It's gone back and forth, to be honest with you. Some periods, some drills, the offense looks better, some the defense looks better. I expected it to be that way this afternoon, for it to go a little bit more back and forth, but we didn't execute enough times on offense, and we've got to get that straightened out.
Robbie not playing, think has anything to do with the offense?
Clearly. He's one of our best players, but we know putting him in a lot of live situations is risky. We choose to, put him in live situations more in drill work, so we try to minimize, the opportunities that he may have a chance to get injured. And so when you're not having him make those plays and making guys miss, it's harder to, sustain drives. A lot of times, the offense is designed for, hey, one-on-one, and Robbie wins a lot of those where, some of our other backs are good backs, but they're not as efficient as Robbie at making guys miss.
Did you discover something about your team tonight during this scrimmage, or not really?
I don't know that we discovered anything. I think that right now we need to look at that film and find out, which guys were really competing when it got tough. Conditions are a little bit tough. It's warm, but they, like I said yesterday, was just as hot, and I thought we competed much better both sides of the ball. Today, I thought the defense competed. I didn't think the offense matched them.
Do you think fatigue at all kicked in? I know you guys had 2 days yesterday, and then today you bumped it up an hour.
I think it's probably a factor, but I don't think it's a major factor when one side of the ball plays pretty well and the other side doesn't. So, I think it's more mindset. I think it's more just gumption. When things go bad, it's easy to get down on yourself, and we've got to kick ourselves in the tail if things aren't going, perfect, and then be able to step up and say, hey, I'm going to make things change. I'm not going to wait for someone else to let things happen. I'm going to go make something happen.
So health-wise, Rouse is okay?
Robbie's
okay.
fine.
Okay.
We just didn't want to get him in a position where, it was totally live except for the quarterbacks, and sometimes they got popped today. We didn't want to put him in that situation.
And then Hunt went down. How's he?
He banged up his knee. We'll find out. I don't know right now. We don't think it's a major deal, but
okay.
We'll find out. Right now, Tony's saying it's probably day to day.
It's a kicking game. I know you're trying to all kinds of different field goal kickers there, 3 of them. Anybody press you the most, really?
No, the thing is we're way too inconsistent with all 3 of them, and so we're going to keep putting them in positions where they go out and they have to do it, in a live type of situation. A lot of those guys go out there when no one's around, and it's like me on the golf driving range. I can hit balls right down the middle on the driving range. Put me on the first tee, I'm hooking it in the woods. These guys, when it doesn't count, it's perfect. But hey, when it's all got to be done, the blocking's got to be right, and the snap's got to be right, we got to make that 100%. We're not close right now.
So what do you feel like you guys accomplished out of today?
Well, I think defensively we got a lot of things done. We're establishing that mindset that it doesn't matter what the one side of the ball does. We got a standard to set. And we're going to go, keep pushing. And that was good to see. Offensively, we're going to look at that tape real hard and find out which guys are competing, which guys are giving in. So I think as a coach, evaluating your team all the time is extremely important. And then again, kicking game I think is still wide open. We're getting better, but we're still not close to where we need to be.
So you're like 10, 11 practices in. You feel like you're on pace, kind of behind, kind of ahead of where you would like to be?
I think we're about on pace. We're still early. We still got, we're 11 today, 18 more practices. So we're about where we need to be, but we need to make strides in the next week.
Thanks, Coach.